morning, good evening to whoever is watching this particular video. This is going to be a short video, but my idea of breaking this or making this particular video is primarily to basically tell you what are the new announcements that have actually been made as far as the WebEx 1. I know there is a wealth of information available on the internet, but this is more of a summary in terms of what are the key announcements that will affect all of us as far as WebEx, the meetings platform, the new devices that are coming in from Cisco, and and when are they coming in as well. So I just got off from a 2-day conference from Cisco WebEx 1, and here I am making this particular video for all of you to consume. Right. So yeah, so like as I always say, if you like my channel, please go ahead and subscribe immediately so that you can get the latest and greatest of information from my end delivered to you. And if you have any comments and feedback, please give it off into the comment section, and I'll try to incorporate whatever I can. And if you have questions, of course, drop it again in the comment section, and I'll try to answer that whenever I can. Excellent. So with that, let's get on to the video. So if you've seen my previous video, you would have actually seen this particular feature as well, where I can actually have a green screen sort of a technology coming in from behind me. So this is a device that I use at home, which is called as the Desk Pro, again, something that Cisco has gifted me. So we can actually use this for our internal calls. I use this for my WebEx calls, my Zoom calls, my Microsoft Teams calls, my Google Hangout calls, my BlueJeans calls. Now, whatever there are, I actually use this particular device to get into those meetings seamlessly using the same camera that you see in front of me. All right. So yeah. So if you want to know more, please do watch this particular video that you see as a recommendation, and you can actually go ahead and understand the most important features that come as part of this particular unit. Now, as far as the announcement and acquisition goes, this is the first one that I thought I'll probably put. This is an acquisition of a company called as Slido. Now, Slido, if you're aware, in this industry, Slido is basically a startup based out of Bratislava, if I'm not mistaken, and they have been very key as far as creating polling questions, Q&A, polling, Q&A, and all sorts of interactive features within meeting platforms, right? So they are, when I Googled Slido before the acquisition, I noticed that many vendors like Zoom, many vendors like Microsoft Teams, and even now Cisco WebEx, people are actually using this for their integrations because of the ease of use that Slido brings in. Not that the polling and Q&A was not available within WebEx before. It was available in the training platform, the event center platform, and meeting platform as well. But it was not as interactive as how Cisco is claiming to be as far as the Slido is concerned. So this is a very, very good acquisition. Now, there's another thing that got clarified. If you are a Zoom user or a user of Slido, using it along with, let's say, Zoom or a Microsoft Teams, Cisco is going to continue its support for Zoom as well as for Microsoft Teams with Slido because of their commitment to the industry, saying we don't want to actually be the vendor who's going to be basically stopping collaboration completely just because we've acquired that particular company. Now that is one, right? So as it has live polls, word cloud analytics, and so on and so forth. So not much was shown, but as I always say, I could in a week or in a few weeks to come, I will get my hands on it, and once I get a hand on it, I'll probably create a video and show it to you guys as well. The next one is, of course, the whole big brand around the all new WebEx and what all has been created as far as WebEx is concerned. This is one of my favorite features, and I should be getting this very soon. Now, this is basically a gesture and AI control where imagine that instead of actually, creating and pressing on emotions and emoticons, that emojis that are there as part of your WebEx is concerned, you can actually just signal this or maybe something like this during the meeting, and it actually captures your whatever your interaction or whatever your response is, in the form of an emoji and puts it across to the right hand side or the left hand side corner of the frame. So this is basically bringing more and more interaction as far as the meetings are concerned. Next up, this is real-time translation. Now, this is one of, again, a good feature that we can actually use in our day-to-day life, specifically when we are actually working across geographies, when we have colleagues who are basically joining from, let's say, Southeast Asia or a Middle East or, Europe region. So I have few colleagues who are having, who generally have issues in, fluent English. So, or maybe with my accent as well. So, in case, I am basically talking and addressing in English as a language, they can actually choose a language of their preference, which is, let's say, in this case, Spanish, Mandarin, German, Arabic, whatever you say, and it will actually show up here at the bottom of the screen. Just messed up the whole hand gesture there, but yeah, because I'm getting a mirror view here. But yeah, it will actually get translated real time. So with the first launch, there will be Spanish, there'll be French, and there'll be Mandarin, which will be coming in as well. But I think they will be bringing in capabilities of German, Portuguese, etc. So the good point is all the features that I'm actually talking about is going to be coming into WebEx within the next 90 days. So that's going to be a good experience as far as all of our customers are concerned. Now, this is likewise the same feature that I'm actually showing you, but it is just that this feature was primarily green screen feature only available as far as devices, that is the Desk Pro is concerned. But now, because of the feedback that the business unit of WebEx got, they made it available for all the worldwide WebEx users as well. So this is also going to be coming in another 1 or 2 months' time. And of course, as soon as I get it, I'll show it to you. But this is primarily having a video screen, like a green screen, a video file, or a image, or a PPT, or anything for that matter, applications running behind you, and you basically talking on top of it. Now, the highlight of this and the reason why this is important is basically whenever I'm getting into meetings, there is a huge difference as far as not able to see the person who's talking and having an eye-to-eye interaction versus just seeing the content and just reading through the images. So, right. So this basically gets a very good connect. So if you're into sales, then this is one feature that you should actually be looking out for, because this basically gets a direct connect with the customer that you're talking to, since all of it is virtual right now. Now, another feature that I was at least hoping to get for a very long time, and I think this is something which is brilliant as far as WebEx is concerned, and this is around layouts, right? Now, while there were fixed layouts that were available, there were grid layouts, stack layouts, stage layouts, so on and so forth. But now, with this particular feature, what WebEx is trying to do, or what Cisco is trying to do, has tried to do, is they have actually created it in terms of tiles and basically giving the capabilities to the end user or the host of the meeting or the participant of the meeting to basically go ahead and modify the layout as per his liking. So, like for example, there are about 15 of us who are there in this particular call, let's say, for example, and then we basically can drag and drop into 4 best people that I would want to see on my frame, or 8 best people I want to see as part of my frame. And then one of the other features is I can actually push this layout to all the other people who are there in the other remote side as well, so that they don't have to go through this whole menace of adjusting the layouts from there. And so I can actually dictate the layout from my end as well, right? So this is something that is brilliant, and I thought if it makes its way to the devices as well, like a Desk Pro that I have, it'll be one kick-ass feature whenever it comes in. Right now, if you're users of Event Center, remember there was the capability of Event Center from a WebEx standpoint as an offering was limited only from 1,000 participants to a 3,000 participants. But now I think seeing the need for an all hands kind of a meeting, or people actually having large town halls and so on and so forth, the Event Center platform is now going to support 25,000 participants going forward. Along with that, for a company-wide meeting, you don't have to hire external vendors. You can actually do all of that using the webcast mode from WebEx, which is capable of going all the way till 100,000 participants as well. Now, the good point is, as far as the Event Center is concerned, there are a lot of capabilities that are coming in as far as Event Center, which are the meeting center features like your live transcriptions, your Q&A, breakout sessions, and so on and so forth. So this was, I guess, the dire need from a lot of people like us who are basically wanting to get these sort of meeting center features, the best of meeting center features coming into the event center as well. So this is basically the events mode, which is events mode and webcast mode, which is going all the way from 25,000 participants to 100,000 participants. Right. So I know some of you guys have reached out to me asking, okay, when is this going to be available? Like I said, the details are not out as yet. Cisco has not released as details as yet, but the plan is to basically bring all of these features in the next 3 months. So hopefully within February end or March is something that we are hoping to see all of these features live in Cisco WebEx worldwide. Um, Now, another feature that has actually taken the market by storm, and I believe I have loved it as well, and there are a lot of other colleagues and friends of mine who've actually tweeted about it as well. There are three meeting templates: quick sync, roundtable, and brainstorming. I'll not go into much of details, but then the idea is if you're one of them who would want to wrap up meetings very quickly, one-on-ones with the entire team, a roundtable sort of a setup where everybody gets a time to actually talk. But not many people are able to talk because there's one guy who keeps talking, or there are people who keep on interrupting and talking. This is one of those meeting templates that we can actually use where quick sync can maybe restrict the meeting duration to up to 7 minutes. Roundtable is we allocate individual time to people, and then basically it goes around the table, and once you're done, or once your timer is done, you basically it switches over to the next participant. He comes online, and then you know he can actually start making his point as well. So likewise, the breakout brainstorm session, quick sync, all of them are pretty much in the same line, but the idea is to basically replicate whatever used to happen in the physical world to a virtual world, considering we are going to be here in the virtual world for a long time now. So this is something that has been interesting as a feedback is concerned. Now, most importantly, moving on, right? So now there have been a lot of things that have come in as far as the devices are concerned, and I'm going to switch from left to right now. The few features that a few devices that they've launched as far as a virtual, I would say, desk series is concerned. These are four devices that are already there. Towards the extreme right is the one that I am using as of right now, which is called Desk Pro. But then there are three devices that got launched as far as the WebEx One is concerned. Now, to start off with, the desk camera, much needed, I would say, right? Cisco didn't have a presence in this, and many of my customers had actually gone ahead with the likes of Logitech, which was not providing any intelligence, and it had its own management platform, which was very different than that of a traditional platform that you use in your environment, right? So imagine I use a device which my admin is not able to even figure out whether it is safe or not, so whether it is sending data outside or not. So effectively, this guy is one device which you'll keep on top of your monitor, or maybe you can keep it on top of your laptop, and it will provide you 4K capability. It has some AI capabilities. It has sensors capability. So for example, the demo that I saw today is if you keep your hand like this, it mutes, and if you keep your hand like this, like an OK symbol, it actually unmutes as well. So these are a few things that they're actually bringing onto the table as far as the camera is concerned. And most importantly, it can be managed remotely and can be cloud registered as well. So effectively, this is going to get released in January, by the way. So yeah, look out for this. There are two colors, white and black, but yeah, I'm most excited about this particular device. Now, if you're having people who are asking you, okay, we would want to go back to the office and we are looking at hot desking, or we are, also evaluating hot desking, then this is the device for you. It's called as the Desk Hub. Let me quickly place myself to the left and I'll show you how this looks. So this is how it looks. This is basically a small touch screen, along with the capability to actually put your phone in there and then mount a headset that I'm actually using as of today, or it can be on your laptop as well. So effectively, the idea is it can be placed on each and every desk. Of course, without the phone and headset, it can actually be placed at every desk. And as soon as you come in, it understands that you're looking to use this particular place. It'll be connected along with a display that is a monitor or so on and so forth. That is not from Cisco, by the way. And immediately, as soon as you put your phone in there or keep your laptop next to it, it'll automatically pair up and you start giving you the calendar integrations and your join buttons to get into the meeting. And if you have a camera connected onto it, which is the previous camera that I showed, then you can actually start making audio and video calls right from that desk itself. So yeah, do watch the video for this. I mean, it's there on YouTube. I'll probably put a link in my description, but this is one of the cool devices that has come in. Now, last but not the least, this device is the WebEx Desk. Yes, it is a smaller version of what I'm using. The one that I have is 27 inch. This is a 24-inch monitor that they have brought in, the video device that they have brought in, all inclusive, no changes, primarily whiteboarding, etc., etc. Everything is available. USB-C, USB pass-through, all of that are available as well. The only difference is the size that has actually been reduced. So it is now in a better price range for all of us, right? And most importantly, this is um, um, a 24-inch screen versus a 27, which could actually be a little bigger, considering customer feedback that we have received so far. So yeah, so that's primarily what I had as far as the major announcements are concerned. Yeah, so as always, if you like the channel, go ahead and click on subscribe. It motivates me a lot to see those subscription or subscribers increasing every now and then. But more importantly, if you have any questions or feedback, do give me in that comment section and I'll try to incorporate that in the next video. With that, I will get down to my daily work and leave you with this video. Thanks, guys. Take care.